On the pirate ship! Hooray! Fargus's ship sails along smoothly. At last they spot a frog-enshrouded isle on the horizon. According to Leela's information, the enemy is gathering there. Darwin, the Marquis of Laos, the Black Fang assassins, and the mysterious Nurgle and his henchman Ephidel. As the island draws closer, Hector hears death whispering on the wind. Always lovely. Elwood? Oh. You're looking for Elwood. He's talking with the captain. Oh, I won't bother him then. You need something? I'd like you to stop pouting. Pirate ship is the only way for us to get to the Dread Isle. Though you understood that, was I mistaken? How I feel or what I think is no concern of yours. Elwood told me about your parents and those bandits. These pirates, they don't seem like bad fellows. It wasn't just my parents. My entire tribe, everyone was killed. They poisoned our drinking water. My people were in such pain, they could hardly stand. That's when the bandits attacked. They waited until we were defenseless. My father put me on his horse, and I escaped. Just me. My poor father, the pain must have been terrible. He lifted me up, his arm shaking with his last breath. How do you understand? I was found unconscious by another tribe and woke 10 days later. When I woke, what I felt, the bodies of my people had already been buried. Never even had the chance to say farewell. My last memories of my father, he was broken, dying. I can still see the axe raising and falling. But it's not... Hey. What are you doing? You're a strong woman, Lindis. I thought you would not want anyone to see you cry. You're such a fool. You think that's what I want, and why not just leave? I lost my parents too. Yes, we all lost our parents. It was an illness that took them. Nothing like what happened to you. Still, I wanted nothing more than to cry like a little baby. And yet I couldn't cry, not in front of others. And when I was alone, I found I still couldn't. So I simply thought, I don't know. You really are a fool. That's no way to... You can't just... ... Ahoy there, there's a pirate. Small dory adrift to port. Someone's on board. Tell the captain. Okay. A boat? What's going on? Let's go see. Elwood, done talking with old man Forgus? You saw us? No, I heard you gone off with him. You learn anything? We can trust him. Got lucky finding him. You say so. Hey, you two, come here. We got plenty. We pulled the dory aboard. Wonder who's on board. It's a girl? ... Not just any girl. Boy there, me. Give me a hand, will ya? I don't know where to grab her. Okay. Such a gentleman. Know it. Ninian? Ninian, wake up. Believable. What are the chances? Do you know her? She's how Lindis and I met a year back. Rescued Ninian from a band of villagers. Please, Ninian, open your eyes. Can you hear me? Okay. Are you well? Were you on that boat? Where's Nils? Why wasn't he with you? Something wrong with her. Who are you? Captain, pirate ship's approaching from the northwest. They dare attack Captain Fargus and the Dovers. They must be mad. Flag of that flag. I've never seen that pattern before. These belong to us. Whoever they are, they're in our waters. This is a day for strange occurrences, it seems. You whelps, watch your hides. We've no time to waste on you. Arrgh. Water, the hull's been breached. We're taking on water. Breach. Those scums are more than dangerous than I thought. Bad, Captain. We need all hands below deck or we'll sink. Take care of it. I'm gonna carve these scallywags some new gizzards. Need your help. Water's up to the galley. Must come below, Captain. Jeez. Vargas, leave the enemy to us. Fighting is something we're good at. But sinking ship, that's your affair. You have to do something, or we'll all drown. We'll deal with things up here. Please hurry. Fine. The deck is yours. I'll be back as soon as we plunge the breach in the hull. Go! Then take her to that room. I will. Here they come. All we want is the girl. Kill the rest. Pick unit. No. No. Yes. No. No. Roll are for you. Alright. I guess I gotta rearrange everybody's shit again. You're still okay. You're still okay. You're okay for the moment. Someone's got the bow. Yeah, we're gonna leave the lance reaver on you because there's gonna be a lot of bow users. Because I don't need a bow and arrow, so you can take that. And should be it, I think. Goodbye, Devil Axe. I always found Devil Axe not to be worth it. Deal. 12, 12, 14, 15, 16, 9, 11, 8. Why do you have so low skill? Boo! 12, 12, 7. About you guys right now? Jeez. You're about the only person who really needs skill right about now. You could use some speed. You, I don't know what I'm doing with you anymore. You might not be worth my time anymore. And we'll hold on to that for just another turn. Make sure, I like how they, keep track of your battles, and they have wins and losses based on how well you did. Now, getting a loss doesn't mean your character necessarily dies or died, but it's just that when you are in a battle and you're versus that person, you do a decisive amount of damage and get the victory, and you'll get like I said, decisive victory, or you get a win. If you don't, or if you're in a very bad position where you're taking more damage than you probably should because it's a bad position, that equals a loss. So it's inevitable that eventually a character or characters will end up with losses. Either because I've misplaced people, which is entirely my fault, or sometimes just a matter of, you know, did you count the right number of blocks? Did you remember that they have bow and arrow? That sort of shit. Hey, this night you're gonna be great. I'm just gonna make sure you don't get killed by the bow and arrow. You're moving up here. Here. Should be good. Oh shit. Ahoy, Captain! Hold the deck till reinforcements arrive. Who, me? I'm Jake. I am new to our crew. Heard about me from Anna. Oh, she's so worried about me. It warms my heart, my friend. I'll give you some information. Got merchants aboard. Buy what you need from them. This is the armory. And this is the shop. We won't be able to stock once we reach the Dread Isle. Buy as much as you can carry once you get the chance. Hold on. Alright, I had to redo that. Bring Merlin is with us. Alright, first things first. Here. Down. Shaman. Shaman v Shaman. Here we got more Shaman. Speedwing. I should have brought Matthew with. Oh well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. And we're gonna bring guys down. Try and take out some of these. Well, we're definitely gonna take out the Shaman directly in front of me. I got some shopping I gotta do because this is gonna be our last shop between now and I'm not sure when our next shop will show up. Might be a couple. It's definitely gonna be about four more levels probably. At least 3, we'll say, because when you get on the Dread Isle, there are a couple levels that are required, and then there are a couple like gated levels that you can only unlock by doing certain things that are going to be kind of difficult for me to do. You know, the first gated level going to be easy. Second after that is probably not so much. I'm checking my stock right now of items I have to make sure that when I go into the store, you know, I don't buy an extra, I don't know, iron lance. I'm not iron lance, iron bow when I don't need it, etc. But also to take into account that, say, you know, I've only got right now 2 people running lances. Gonna be more once I can get these guys up to classed up. One thing you always want to do is you always want to make sure you have a backup tome, because depending on how many enemies one of your mages or shaman or monks slash bishop slash classed up guys, you're always going to run out, because, you know, unlike, you know, swords and bows and axes that have have an iron and a slim and steel, silver, and I mean those are just the basics, you know what I mean? And then you get the special ones like the axe reaver, the reavers, the axe reaver. You get, you know, like the for the axe you get the devil's axe. You get a long sword. You can get a couple different types of projectile weapons, like not just the javelin but also a spear, and there's another version of a spear that's not called a spear. But with magic, they seem to limit you. Like, those special weapons are special, but they're not going to give you access to anything higher than the thunder for anima magic until you probably get late in the game. Then they may give you access to Elfire to purchase in the store. Same thing with white magic. I mean, you're just gonna have level 1 light magic for a long time, and then towards the end of the game, they may give you the what I want to call the steel version of magic, you know. And then the same thing with Canis. You're gonna get access to a flux as much as you want flux. You can have flux. You may get access to. You'll get enough Nosferatus and Lunas it kind of feels weird that they give me all that stuff. And then there are other things. There's a long range spell that you can pick up. There's obviously his big boy weapon that I think you get that from somewhere. I want to say you get it from the big guy at the end. I can't remember his name now. Athos. There we go. So Athos, holding a number of very powerful magic, including his special weapon, the Four Blaze, that only he can wield. The plan here is to lame it out a bit. I say lame it out a bit by means we're not going to go after the boss that's down in the corner until we get closer to running out of turns. We have to survive for 11 turns. And then at that point, the pirates that are below deck trying to stop up the hole, the plot hole, if you will, come up and I guess essentially murderize everything on this, on these boats, whatever you don't clear out, that is. If you kill off the boss of this area, basically it ends where the pirates come up out of the ground and go, "Oh, okay, you did it, great, everything's clear," you know. So I want as much experience as I can pull from that, even if that means, you know, I don't know how the ratings go, and I'm trying not to concern myself with them too much. But there's a tactics rating, there's an experience rating, there's a did you let all your guys live rating, did you have enough, did you spend too much money rating, you know. That's the plan. And then hopefully I don't get murdered. Because one of the most dangerous parts of this entire mission is the fact that shaman down there, or is it druid? I think it's shaman. One is one and one is the classed up version of the other. Is wielding Luna magic, which is very dangerous for magic users, and it's pretty dangerous for non-magic users too. It's got a decent crit level. It's got relatively high. Yeah, we're gonna sell that off immediately. If I'd gone into the right area, I should have traded out my used axe for a new one, but that's okay. There are things that I'm not sure I've complained about before, and I kind of like and I kind of hate about, and I've gone back and forth on this subject. It is durability, and I'm not going to go outside of this game, because there are other games that do durability better. There are some games that do it worse. But my big thing about durability in this game is your weapons have a certain number of uses, okay? Which I get it, eventually weapons will need to be sharpened or whatever. But I always liked the way Fire Emblem 4 had done it, where at the beginning of stages or when you take over castles, you can go into your castle and you can go to a smith and have those weapons fixed. Even if they're completely broken, they'll be fixed. And the more damage that's dealt to the weapon, the more money it costs to fix it, okay? I always like that. Now, they give you a limited number of weapons, so you can't be running around with a bunch of guys, you know, wielding silver swords and killer blades. You know, you get basically one of those. And then, obviously, special characters get their special, professional, overpowered special weapons, like your main character. He's got a big boy blade. There are a couple other characters you get that are... They called the story's called Genealogy of the Holy War, because it talks about these people that have holy blood in them, major and minor holy blood, which not only gives them statistical bonuses, but allows them to wield certain holy weapons. if they have major blood in it. Okay. So I always like that. This, I don't mind because you get enough uses out of this stuff. You never really feel like you're running behind. And you really have to think about, well, do I want to use my silver right now? Knowing that the silver is going to cost, in terms of damage, is going to cost you a lot to use. I mean, obviously you're not going to repair it, or you're going to have a very limited opportunity to repair or replace it. And at the same breath, that was weird that I didn't get attacked. There weren't any reinforcements there. I know there are reinforcements coming, but I just thought they'd appear on every turn. So, but I mean, I like that part. Okay, here comes the reinforcements I was just talking about. I like that part where you have to really think about it. You can't just fucking go, okay, I got a ton of money, or I'll make a ton of money. I'll just keep repairing the strongest weapon in the game. You know, or strongest weapon I want to give this character, okay? On the other hand, you know, you're always concerned about running out of insert whatever you want here. You're worried about running out of, I don't know, iron weapon, steel weapon, and so when you get to certain stages, you know, that have merchants in it, you have to go to the merchant stand and go, okay, what do I need? What do I think am I going to need for the next couple levels? Because at a certain point you're cut off, and the game's like, well, you have to go forward with what you have, which, fair enough. I mean, get towards the end of the game, I don't expect a fucking merchant to be sitting outside, you know, the Tower of the Gods, you know, selling his wares, but at the same time, you're always like, should I use it? Should I use it? And you get into that situation where you finish the game with, you know, 90 max ethers or elixirs, and it's just like you could have used those throughout the game to make it easier, but you chose to hoard them in the off chance that you fought an uber boss at the very end of the game that you know, requires you to basically be invincible. So that is one mechanic that I've learned that when you see in a video game, you should just, you know, just be like, oh, that's just gross. When you have invincibility as a mechanic in a game, that means that at some point in the game, you're either not going to have access to that spell or that ability anymore, i.e. the plot's going to take it away from you, or you're going to run into a situation where there's a lot of damage. Or you're going to run into a situation where that mechanic's going to be required to fight a, you know, like end game or, you know, super boss. Example would be Final Fantasy VIII, where in order to fight Ultimate Weapon, you have to be essentially invincible because he does too much damage in order to, you know, keep up with it. It's not like a traditional Final Fantasy game where you got a healer doing the healing, and you got a DPS doing DPS, and tank doing tank, or whatever. Yeah, 10% chance, a little more than 10% chance that crits and kills. This one, same thing. There's a possibility crits and kills. That's a 15% chance. What's so gross about that spell is the crit on it. We'll have one more turn at this after this, unless of course I decide to throw a pair of balls here and destroy with So this is basically the level right here. I either let the guy go, not get his experience, or I kill him now and risk having to restart this whole level. Because he may get a 10, 20, whatever % critical on me. So I think what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to use Sleep Rod on him or something. Or you use maybe like a holy water to help reduce the... Yeah, you don't know how to fight, do we? Okay, so that, as long as he doesn't crit, we're good. Yeah, I don't need to do that, but I don't, obviously I have to double. This one I don't want to deal with because... Yeah, this is gonna suck. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on animations just so I know immediately if I died or not. Okay, I didn't die. Great. We're good. That's it. He's dead. And he missed too. Great. 83% chance he misses. You have this power. So much power. I must warn... ... Nice.
Oi, I'm back. Now who wants to die first?
We routed him already. Nicely done, whelps. You dogs are no match for us. Ninian, you can't come out yet. There's blood everywhere. Blood? Look out. Oh, I'm sorry. You okay? Ninian? Ninian? Is that me? Is that my name? Ninian, what happened to you? My head is so groggy. Am I at sea? Yes, we found you adrift on a small boat. Gums were after the girl, it seems. Will you take her with you? And are afraid she might be cursed, you know? Cursed? Yeah, I mean, the white hair, the black, the brown, or, I'm sorry, red eyes. Yeah. Can't leave her behind. Can't take her with us, can we? We're headed to Dread Isle. I'm dread for a reason, you know? Regardless, she goes with us. Lindis, when I saw her, I remembered something. Last time we saw Ninian, she and her brother were being hunted by some dark-robed men. Dark robe? Are you sure? Yes, I think they must be the Black Fang. Didn't occur to me before, but now I'm certain. How can you be so sure? Can't explain. Something in the air. Hints at their involvement. True, then she's likely to be attacked again. Almost certainly. Can't leave her behind. I will watch over her, please. Understand, I should be by her side to protect her. Thank you. That was a weird thing to say, Ellawood. Oh, I'm gonna go to the island. You come with us? Yes. Please take me with you. Something in the air. Are you some sort of hound? Ah, you mocking me? No, the opposite. I'm in utter admiration. Say, Ellawood. When I left Ostia, I was attacked by a dark-robed group. What? Why didn't you tell me this before? I mean, many people hold grudge against Ostia. I didn't think it had anything to do with this until now. Hector, do you think? I think they were all wearing very distinct black robes. I don't know about something in the air, but I'm convinced they were related. What in the world is happening in Lycia? Father. ... We've arrived. Thank you very much. We'll wait 2 weeks. Finish up by then. More than enough time. I've got a half-wit sailor who wants to go sightseeing. Come here, Dart. I'm here, Captain, ready to serve. You have pleasure, blah blah blah. Only remaining feature is his sturdiness. Maybe he'll come in handy. Come on, Captain, I'm better than that. Done so much. Can't thank you enough. Come on, back alive. That's all the things I need. Alright, farewell. Be back before you know it. There are good people even amongst pirates. I don't think the old man and his group are your average pirates. Somewhere with that forest of Dragon's Gate. Elwood, no matter what it takes, we're coming back with your father. Sure, we'll find him. Do all our best to make so. You're right. Let's make preparations to enter the forest. Oh. Dragon's Gate. I mean, what is it? It's nothing. All right, I'm gonna save, and we're gonna get off. When we come back, we're gonna be doing some more Fire Emblem. So until then, I hope you guys all have a good one.